Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, January 11th, and I got something special lined up for today. Actually, it's a combination video. Today we're going to talk about how to become a top-rated seller on eBay. I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and how you can do it too. But I'm going to combine this video with a little bit of a further background about me on eBay, because I get a lot of you people asking me about my hubcaps, and you guys seem to be very interested in it. And personally, I don't think it's all that interesting, but I figure, what the heck, let's see how it goes. I hope you guys really like this video. I'm going to take you through me personally, how I sell my hubcaps on eBay, what I do, and how I became a top-rated seller. So let's get started on the tour. First, let me come out from behind here. It's very important to keep track of your inventory. You must know where anything is at any given time. So keep in mind, for instance, I have many listings on eBay right now. I don't know, 700, 800 things at any one time. I never know what's going to sell ahead of time. So if a person does a buy it now and purchases a certain cap, that cap better be ready to rock, or I'm going to have one really unhappy bidder, and that's what we don't want. So the point here is, guys, know where your inventory is. Have it readily accessible. Try and buy ahead of time. I know there are people out there that don't. They sell the items and then buy them after it. I would advise against that. Have the items in stock ahead of time. It doesn't hurt to keep things in stock. For instance, these hubcaps are not going to go bad. We're not talking apples and oranges here, all right? Whether it's hubcaps, whether it's Hess toy trucks, whether it's sports cards, have your items on site, on hand, and ready to rock. Trust me, please, you'll thank me for this. It's very important to have a full inventory of your product, especially things no one else can get, whether you're into jewelry, sports cards, Hess toy trucks, or hubcaps. For instance, there's plenty of eBay sellers out there selling hubcaps for a 2012 Chevy. But how many eBay sellers are selling hubcaps for a 1980 Oldsmobile? Not a heck of a lot. But Joey has one. My point, guys, be an expert in your field. No matter what your field is, rule your field. A word about pictures, guys. If you're listing one item, please have only one item in your picture. All right? Not a bunch. For instance, see this wall of hubcaps behind me? Imagine if I had a listing for Toyota hubcaps and you saw that. It would be misleading. You'd be thinking you were getting them all, and you're not. You'd simply be getting one. For instance, I'm selling this one Toyota Camry hubcap. All right? The picture should be of one Toyota Camry hubcap. Not a choice auction, not a group picture. It's against eBay rules and it's deceptive. Please do not do that. The picture should be of the actual item you are selling. It should be your picture. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. Here's another little idea that I think would be very good for you guys. For those of you who are planning to sell a lot on eBay, I suggest you open an eBay store. You don't need the fancy, expensive, huge mega store, just your basic store. You pay, I think it's approximately $15 a month. I'm not sure if that's what it is. It's somewhere around there, but it's well worth it. It's a lot cheaper to list. It's a lot easier. You can run listings. You can do fixed price listings for a month. You can let them run for a month and have them automatically renew if they don't sell. It's a great deal. It's a lot less work for you. I'm a big fan of the eBay store. Who knows? You might just come across a good book. I'd like to tell you guys a little background, if I may. These racks you're looking at here, I built these myself several years ago. I found it a very good way to categorize things, and you can just flip by, see, and I can see exactly what I've got in stock. This only works on certain models because certain hubcaps don't stack very well. But again, it's just one of the small facets of the job that I thought maybe you'd be interested in. Or not. Now, as far as selling, Alright guys, this is just a small percentage of some of my inventory. As you can see, a good amount of my stuff is also brand new. The key there is to buy in quantity. I don't care what you're selling. It doesn't have to be in the automotive field, it can be in any field. You have to have a steady stream of supply and a steady source of it, so you can buy in quantity. What I do is I buy by the skid load, okay? So therefore I get a volume discount. That's how I'm able, all right? Over here, I have everything categorized by car. For instance, you got your Nissans, your Toyotas, your Volkswagens, etc., 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 all grouped with like vehicles. So when I need particular sets or singles, I know exactly what stack to go in. Okay? It's really not that hard. Now, one of the more important things you also have to keep in mind is you need a lot of room to store this stuff. Okay? So you've seen my store. I also have a warehouse where I store a lot of my goods. Okay? Because you're going to need the room. Now, alright. Let's say you've got a source of supply and you're able to get the goods and you're able to inventory the goods. What next? Well, you got to be able to list them on eBay and you got to be able to ship them to your customers. So now let's talk about shipping. Alright guys, behind me you can see stacks of boxes. What I do, in order to get these at a volume discount, I buy these by the skid load. Alright? In quantity. I buy no less than 500 boxes at a time. These are large boxes, okay? These are the ones I ship with UPS. Of course, it's not just that. You also have to have tape and tape guns. And as you can see, I've got them right here. You always have to have your clear tape for your address labels and your brown tape, tape boxes. Often, when you buy the tape, you'll find an agreeable seller who will give you a free tape gun. That's how I got mine. I got mine for free. So that's something you want to keep in mind. But as I said, with the post office, you can get free shipping boxes at no cost to you, and you can get them shipped to you. For that, you have to go to USPS.com, open an account, and you can order boxes. I do have some of them too. Maybe I'll show you them while we're here. I only use them for my small things, baseball cards. All my sports memorabilia goes to United States Post Office because they're small. All right, shipping is really cheap. Okay, anything small goes with the post office. Anything large like this has to go at UPS. Okay, let me show you some. All right, now guys, this is my post office section. This is where I do a lot of my USPS shipping. You'll see I've got plenty of cases of tape in stock. You always got to have it. And I've got these boxes. All right, these are priority mail boxes. Let me show you one. See, put them together and make a nice little box. They offer many different size boxes, so I'm sure you'll see one at USPS.com to meet your needs. Now, for the sports cards, Let me show you what they look like, what I use these bubble mailers for. Okay guys, my sports memorabilia I keep here in my house. This is where I keep it all because it damages very easily and some of it can be very pricey. So let's go about how you ship sports memorabilia, mainly cards. What I do is I buy bubble mailers. I'm sure you've seen these before. A regular bubble mailer, but again, buy in quantity, you'll save plenty of money. Hey? I buy them by the case. And I get, of course, another discount. It's important because when you ship them on eBay, when you ship sports cards on eBay, you get a very good deal, believe it or not, if you ship through the post office. When you print your labels using PayPal, you're only going to pay $1.64 to ship sports cards, providing it's 3 ounces or less, which most 99% of the time it is, and they give you free delivery confirmation and they upload the tracking for you. You do nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Ever since I've been taking PayPal, my life is a lot easier. You know? Okay, I know there's a few people out there that are going to be harsh because you had some run-ins. And I understand that. I totally understand that. If I had a run-in, I'd be pissed off too. But I'm just telling you what's happened so far, how things are going. Okay? Now, let's go over what we've covered so far. You want to sell on eBay. You have to be able to get your product and you have to get it in quantity at a good price. You've got to get your shipping materials all ready, your boxes, your padded envelopes, etc., right? You've got to, hopefully, and I strongly suggest, offer free shipping on eBay because free shipping is going to give you the 20% discount and help you be a top-rated seller. Now guys, I've been on eBay since 1999. I only made TRS, top-rated seller, in 2012. All those years I wasn't. And the reason was because the rules used to be a lot harder. The criteria, and I admit that. The criteria was a lot harder and I did not offer free shipping. And quite frankly, I didn't care. It wasn't important to me. Alright? But as soon as they made changes last year and they offered the 20% discount, old Joey sat up and took notice. Alright? So I'm very happy with that. And as far as the returns, you must accept returns. Again, this is important because you remember about 5 years ago I made a video that said never accept returns. Back then, that was the proper thing to do in my opinion. However, in 2013, if you want to succeed on eBay, you must take them, and I'm going to explain why, although I've done it many times before. If you sell an item as is, let's just say, for instance, a sports card, or a hubcap, or a toy truck, even though you describe it perfectly well, if the buyer doesn't like it, he can open a claim against you. Even if it's in black and white that you did nothing wrong, eBay always sides with the buyer. I wish that was not the case, and in my opinion, it's wrong. However, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You got to adapt. So I give the 14-day return policy, I get my 20% discount. If somebody does want to return an item, they got to pay the return and shipping back. I'll give them their money back. Right? Does that not sound reasonable? Most buyers are happy to pay with PayPal and they pay right away. As you've known, if you've been following my show, my deadbeat bidders have all but ended. I used to, every week I'd come out here and moan to you guys how I had 10. Remember that? Doesn't happen anymore. I take PayPal, and not only do they pay, most of them pay right away, instantly. I love that. I love that. Now, a lot of you people are really interested in my eBay account, specifically the eBay Motors account, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I made a video like this about 6 months ago in the summertime where I told you I was Hubcap Joe's on eBay. Look me up anytime you want. Hopefully you'll need some caps from me. And you know, I still get people PMing me or leaving comments saying something like, Joe, what is your eBay Motors account? It's like they didn't watch any of my videos for the last 6 months. Because if you look back, in the last 6 months, almost every one I've referred to eBay Motors on my specific account. And some of these people are longtime viewers that I recognize their names, and they say to me, what is your eBay account? When am I going to tell you? I told you last summer. But all right, so here's what I want to hear from you guys. Do you want me to make any more videos that is specific to me, my hubcap business, my toy? As always, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Let's rock on in 2013. And yeah. See ya.